Hi everyone, this is Pulkit Garg, founder Anya Wellness, and here we are today bringing to you the long-awaited podcast series on corporate wellness. And today we have with us Kiran Tandon, who is a remote business coach and comes with 20 plus years of experience as an HR in the industry. Welcome, Kiran.
Thank you so much, Pulkit. The pleasure to be here on your show today.
We are glad to have you. Kiran, we have been seeing and witnessing a lot of things that are changing in the HR industry right now, specifically when we talk about hiring industry. So, my first question to you would be, as an professional, you have witnessed the ebb and flow of the job market over the years. So, what, according to you, has been the most difficult period in the industry within last 25 years?
Absolutely. I would say it's indeed a very interesting question. If I talk about the last 25 years, one of the most challenging periods which I could recall for the job market was undoubtedly the global financial crisis, which happened in 2007 and 2008, and its aftermath. During that time, from 2007 until 2010, the job market faced a lot of difficulties. People faced a severe downturn, and it happened across the country. But if I see 2023 today or the period after 2021, so what's happening right now is that the Indian startup job market is undergoing a troubling phase, with funding numbers continuously declining, which serves as a clear evidence that there is a turmoil. If I share it with some data and this is compiled by Inc. 42. It's a company which works with Indian startups. Indian startups have managed to raise approximately $25 billion in 2022, which is staggered further by 40% as compared to their performance, which was in 2021. As we now reach in the midpoint of 2023, funding in the world's third largest startup ecosystem has further diminished, and it has gone down significantly. The Indian Tech Startup Funding Report H1 of 2023, which comes from Inc. 42 again, as per that report, Indian startups could only raise $5.4 billion in the first 6 months of 2023. And you know what? This is the most drastic period because it represents a drastic 72% drop when compared to approximately $19 billion, which was raised during the same period in the previous year. So in the last 25 years, I would say, despite the financial crisis period of 2007 to 2008, this is the worst period we are going through right now.
So, Kiran, since you brought up about the topic of startups, we saw a very, the startup wave when it started, it brought in the hikes to a tune of 400%, 500%, in some exceptional cases, even up to 1000% hikes being given to employees, which at certain extent was also indigestible to the employers, the startup founders. But, as we see that recession hovers globally on our heads, these people who got these unexpected hikes are the first ones to be laid off. So what are your views on this? Is it something that was long awaited market correction, or is just an impact of recession, and we will soon see this unexpected hikes happening in the near future?
Pulkit, unfortunately, the decline in funding has its serious repercussions on the employment market, and especially in the startup sector. Since the onset of the funding downturn in 2022, it is estimated that approximately 28,000 employees, to be precise, 28,046 employees have been laid off by 107 Indian startups. And the situation is particularly concerning for the edtech industry, with a significant number of layoffs. And if I talk more on the numbers, as many as 22 Indian edtech startups, including 5 out of them are, the edtech unicorns, they have forced to let go of approximately 9,800 employees since last year. If I talk in the current year, job cuts have not been abated. An estimate of 9,200 employees have already been laid off by 59 startups so far. And This indicates that the situation around job cuts has hardly improved. If I Let's talk about the Indian startup ecosystem. It is actually facing a lot of challenges which are difficult to overcome. And the job market remains under considerable strain. And as we navigate through this difficult time, it is absolutely crucial to monitor the situation closely and work towards finding solutions that can revitalize the sector and create opportunities for job growth and stability.
That's true, Kiran. We do require some, revitalization for the sector. But, we have startups that work on a very different philosophy altogether. They are all about either acquiring customers at a very dirt cheap prices or killing the competition for that matter altogether. And even at times, I believe the hikes were one of the ways for killing competition, not enabling them to have the right resources to grow. But when we come back to the normal business as usual that really sustains the any country's GDP, how do you see the hiring trends shaping up in that side of the industry in the current circumstances?
I think a very relevant question in today's market. So let me start answering this from freshers. If I talk about freshers, particularly those who are from tier 2 and tier 3 colleges, they are facing a challenging year in this job market as many industries, particularly IT, have reduced their hiring. Hiring for campuses has experienced a big consolidation, and this has dipped by 7% in June. This number is reported by Naukri JobSpeak, which is an index reflecting the state of the Indian job market and hiring activity. Now, this contraction in fresher hiring has persisted for the third consecutive month now, and there has also been a decline in hiring for mid-level position. In contrast to demand for senior professionals has actually surged. If I talk about a survey which was done by Indeed, around 71% of employers believe that job market is tough for new graduates, while only about 4% perceive it as highly favorable for freshers. The same data by Indeed also reveals and talks about that 23% of new graduates are optimistic about receiving job offers, whereas 35% new graduates are really less hopeful about their job prospects, and they're really worried about their near job future. There's another job portal called Foundit, and its report of they have carried out a research and published a report in June 2023. And as per their report, they confirm that 6% year-on-year fall is there in the fresher job openings. And this decline is even steeper across all the experience level, affecting experienced job seeker as well. Now, let me share a few things about experienced job seekers. Experienced professionals are not at all exempted from the challenge which is being posed by the challenging economic landscape and the advancements in AI and automation. Industries including IT and many more, they have been reducing their hiring as it has happened for freshers, and this has led to limited job opportunities not only for freshers but also for experienced individuals. This is because the job market is consolidating, and the experienced job seekers are feeling a lot more increased competition while they are trying to secure their suitable positions. Reflecting on that Naukri JobSpeak report, it also highlights that experienced job professionals are finding it challenging to secure their job roles because of contractions in the hiring, and the same demand has gone up for the senior professional, but again there is a lot of competition there. So, emphasizing on adaptability and exploring alternate avenues such as entrepreneurship or freelancing is something which is on rise right now, as it can enable experienced individuals to showcase their skill and find relevant opportunities. What does that mean? It means that there is a time now, as there is a job uncertainty in the job market, for people to adopt strategies, something like reskilling, lifelong learning, networking, and flexibility flexibility, and it helps people to get relevant opportunities for the continuation of their work, or uh, earn earn for them, earn their living. So, to conclude, for both freshers and experienced job seekers, they must navigate the current job market with resilience and determination. They can stay proactive, they can continuously learn and explore new opportunities or new possibilities. And job seekers from all experience levels can improve their chances by securing suitable position despite the challenges are posed by technological advancements and evolving industries. That's all I think I could share here.
Um, Thanks a lot, Kiran. But as you end the previous answer, you touch upon a very interesting point of technological advancements. And when we talk about it, the recent trend or the recent bane or boon, element that's been making rounds in the industry is AI. We have already seen over 2 lakh plus layoffs, and if I'm correct in getting the number, it would be probably over a million layoffs across the globe happening in last 6 months or so. How do you feel AI would be a threat, or it's going to be a support role in enabling these individuals or the freshers coming in the market in finding their way into the job market?
Pulkit, it is evident that a cold wave has swept through the workforce, leaving many employees in a state of fear and distress. And as AI continues to advance, this worry is going to grow, and it might jeopardize traditional jobs, leading a job displacements and layoff. However, it is important that we acknowledge that AI and automation also bring new possibilities and reshape industries. It creates avenues for different type of jobs. But the process of transitioning and finding new employment, it is the challenging one for those who have been laid off due to technological advancements. I'm going to suggest some of the strategies and approach which laid off individuals can consider, and they can look at re-entering the job market successfully. The first thing people can look at reskilling and upskilling. It is one of the most effective ways to stay employable in the face of technological disruptions, as they acquire new skills that aligns with the emerging job market. Investing time and effort in reskilling or upskilling can help people with the knowledge and expertise needed for the roles which AI cannot fully replace. Second is, you may have heard it for a long time, but it still stands true, is lifelong learning. It's the age of rapid technological advancement. So learning shouldn't be limited to formal education. Having a mindset, embracing a mindset of lifelong learning can help individuals to stay adaptable and continuously update their skills according to the changing demands of the job market. Third, a very important one, be thorough with your industry research, which means understand the industries that has a highly value human expertise, and this can help laid off workers. People can target their job search very effectively. Identifying sectors that requires human creativity, emotional intelligence, and critical thinking, it can actually lead people to get more promising opportunities. Fourth thing I'm going to talk about is, networking and personal connections. In today's world, building and maintaining a strong professional network can actually play a crucial role in assessing job opportunities that may not be publicly advertised. All of you know, and I think a lot of you may agree with me, that networking can actually lead to recommendations, referrals, and it increases the likelihood of finding suitable job openings. Then is entrepreneur and freelancing. It's the fifth point. People who are possessing unique skills or ideas, entrepreneurship or freelancing can be viable options. Think of starting a small business or offer freelancing services. It can help people to leverage their expertise and find work opportunities independently. The sixth point, Think of job placement services and career counseling. Seek guidance from career counselors or utilize job placement services or consultants. They can actually provide valuable insights and support in identifying suitable opportunities for individuals. Seventh point I'm going to talk about is emotional resilience. Coping with the job loss and navigating the job search process is highly draining and emotionally challenging. So, developing emotional resilience and seeking support from family, support groups, friends can help people to stay motivated and focused during their transition. Then, I'm going to talk about adaptability and flexibility as the eighth point. In this today's rapidly changing job market, being adaptable and open to diverse role can improve the chances of finding employment. Embracing temporary or contract work can be a stepping stone to find a more permanent positions. So, what I'm trying to say is that while there are concerns about AI's impact on the job market, and they're really valid, people can still take proactive steps to remain employable and discover new job opportunities. And by staying proactive, learning continuously, embracing change, people who have been laid off can actually position themselves to this thriving jobscape, job landscape evolving market.
Thanks a lot, Kiran, for your insights on this. And we would like to end this podcast with two words of advice for our listeners. How can they positively move out of this current scenario and ensure that they are able to manage their mental health better as well?
The two words I would say: tough times never last, but tough people do. So be open to learn continuously and embrace change. You can actually thrive well in this evolving job landscape.
That's great, Kiran. Thanks a lot, Kiran, and to all our viewers for listening to this podcast. If you have any comments, any questions that you would like to ask, which to Kiran, which we need to answer, more than happy put it as a comment, or you can drop us a DM on our respective channels. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Kiran. Yeah.
Thank you, Pulkit.